Hello and good morning, my crafty creatures. My dogs are crazy. So, I got a page finished yesterday. I actually finished it this morning. I got that little chunk of 3 lines that I had to improvise. I got it all settled. No one's gonna know. Because the important bit is the page transition matches up. So, yeah, there's a little bit of running around in the middle. But in the grand scheme of things, no one's going to be paying attention to the grapes. So we're on to the page where Dionysus makes his appearance. Now, he makes his appearance. It's the very crown of it. It's not even the crown of his head. It's the far back of his head, and it's I have to get other colors done in order, because I've decided on this page because I've messed up on almost every other page, all 3 of the other pages that I've worked on. If the color that I'm going to is not within 10 squares or touching a color I've already done, I have to find a color that meets that criteria, because I'm tired of messing up. I would like the page to end where it is supposed to end. So I'm working on, the color is 336. It is the top border around. This will show me where my stopping point is for the page. And that's my goal for today, is to get the 336 on the top border done. And I realized why I missed the 336 in the other area is because I assumed it was all done with the border. So now I know not to cross it off the list and to wait or at least put an arrow to where it's going. But yeah, this color is starting off our page, and I will be just doing the columns of 10, because it's like 4 rows. Yeah, 4 rows. Sometimes 5 of 10. So I gotta say, even just being back one day has brought me such peace and joy, and I'm very pleased that I got a page finished, because I always love coming to a close on a page, even though I have like a lot left. Just getting that one page done just makes me feel great. And page finishes are a lot slower on Call Dance, or at least they feel that way, than on Divine Instinct. Even though we're roughly at the same point, we both of them have 3 complete pages full, finished, and I'm working on the 4th page. But with Divine Instinct, I'm almost done an entire row, whereas with this, with Call Dance, let's see, how many pages left till I'm done? 1. I still have 3 1/4 pages till I'm done the row on this one. So, and yes, Call Dance is significantly bigger than Divine Instinct. I will have Divine Instinct done, and I will be starting the bear project for my in-laws before I have Call Dance done. So I was only half joking when I told Dragon 5 years. But by that, in 5 years, Dragon will be a boss bitch, and this will be her behind her desk in her corner office piece. and I hate working at the very top of a piece because I have the bar, and I can't bring it down lower because the end of the fabric is only about 2 inches away. Two.
Welcome, Hachi.
Hello, Hachi. How are you? We got a page finish. We got a page finish. So I'm starting a brand new page on Captain Penis, and this is the one where we start to see the back of his head.
Welcome, July _ 138.
Jules! Sorry, I had to breathe. I wanted to say it sooner, but I was in the middle of a breath, and I'm like, no, I need to finish this. Past couple days, past couple days at work. Again, been in a great mood, nothing horribly wrong. But at the end of the day, where I have to do the paperwork to explain to the government why our aging population needs me to be paid to take care of them, it just feels like I didn't even get on the struggle bus, that the struggle bus drove off without me, and I was just huffing and puffing behind it. Because, like, me getting the paperwork done has just been like trying to do a pull-up after like not working out for years and years. So like that's where my brain has been. So like trying to talk in the middle, now I'm like, no, I do have to finish taking a breath before I start to speak. It is kind of important, but because I swim so much, I have a very, very slow respiratory rate. I mean, when I get huffing and puffing, absolutely it goes up a little bit, but it when I'm just sitting still, I don't know if it's the ADHD, but I don't breathe a whole lot. I breathe what I need to do. Guys, no. I have whiny pants shepherds today. And every day. It's just it like I kind of have my breathing on a metronome where it's like tick, 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 tick. Very soothing. Actually, metronome sounds are very soothing. My meds haven't fully kicked in yet either, so I'm all over the place. But we are working on the top border, That will bring us to the edge of the page and open up a little bit. Open up some more colors, because on this page, as had said earlier, is I'm not doing a color that doesn't touch another color that has already been done, or or within like 10 squares of a completed stitch, because I'm tired. I spent this morning refinagling that little gap that I had, that I left last night on, or yesterday morning. Well, that is one of the issues. Like, it's trying to explain to my doctors that I can in fact feel when my medications kick in. I was trying to explain to my endocrinologist that I can feel when my synthroid starts to kick in. It's not like, ah, but it is like, it just, like with my Vyvanse, it just clicks into place. Like, I feel a little bit more awake. It doesn't feel like I'm trying to lift a pail of water with my neck, trying to move when my synthroid starts to kick in. And then that's how I know that I can go and take all of my other pills that help me become a human being. When my Vyvanse touches down, I don't feel so compelled to talk at 50 million miles an hour and explain 30 different things all in the same breath of air. So I'm sorry. I just needed to do that. It's kind of like that urge to run, the urge to be hyper verbal.
Welcome, Yamis underscore D underscore A underscore N.
The Vyvanse feel by far is the one that I feel the absolute strongest. Is I have a lot of trouble staying awake during daytime hours. At nighttime, not a problem. No issue staying awake at night. But during the day, if I don't have my Vyvanse, I won't even be not sleepy until about noon. And for when I was working in the office, that was an issue, seeing as I had to be in the office at 8 in the morning. But yeah, the Vyvanse, oh yeah, that was getting that working was great. Shut up, stupid brain, and good morning. Oh, husband creature. Husband creature is the lightest, deepest sleeper that I know. Like, certain things, he'll just pop out of bed and he'll be like, "Why did you have to wake me up?" And other things, he will be like, "Oh, I didn't even realize." And so, but he tosses and turns a lot, and I don't. And my not tossing and turning was actually a learned behavior because of my insulin pump. Now, for people who aren't familiar, and it's one of the reasons I really enjoyed having a tubeless insulin pump, my current insulin pump has about 2 feet of clear cord that wraps around my body. Not intentionally. Like, generally I try to keep it in a little twisty, curly thing, but I do need it. I can't, like, secure it in anything because I need it to be flexible and movable just in case. And so when I have that system set up, I don't toss and turn at night because I will rip my sight out, which hurts. Well, yes. Hutchie is our resident super night owl. I appreciate you being awake to come say hi. I miss you. And I know that our my early bird, at least this week, my early bird stream is canceled because I'm getting my eye stabbed and then I'm visiting my psych nurse. So it's Thursday is all kinds of fun for me. I was up till midnight last night. Mostly because I don't get out of work till 11 at night, but... Okay, so they're being wild and crazy. I'm gonna... Oh! Trash guy! Okay. Let's see if I can... Because I cleaned the area where my pupper cam... My pupper cam is aimed, so... Let's see. What? And I'm not working anywhere in the area. Oh, I hate daylight savings. Hate it. I hate it. I hate it. It's not good with people with heart problems either. Like my body, my body's like, hey, it's time for food. And I'm like, no, it's not. And vice versa. It goes, hey, we're not hungry yet. I'm like, no, we need to eat or else you're gonna bitch later. Oh my goodness. But now Call Dance and Divine Instinct line up where all my stuff was set up for, because I finished a page on I finished a page on Divine, and I shifted everything over knowing I was going to be finishing a page for Call Dance shortly, but I had to suffer with awkward angles because quite frankly, I'm kind of lazy when it comes to getting things in line. I have to get so I have two stations. I have up here in my crafty station where I spend 99% of my time. I bring my tower upstairs. It has its own little setup and whatnot. And it has its own monitors. I use the term loosely. It has its own spare TVs that I hooked up because I didn't want to go buy normal size monitors for just talking and crafting and analyzing the fun stuff that goes on behind the scenes. And also when I watch YouTube videos, I can watch them on TV. So I have this set up, but my mouse and keyboard are starting to, the plastic is so old that it's starting to wear out. So I need to think about getting a new mouse and keyboard for up here. I have no intentions of leaving my house today. I don't need to go out. I don't want to go out. Last week I only left because I had to go out. I fully intend on, after I'm done streaming today, working on my prototype for jewelry. Because my clover... So I never thought I'd be a brand snob. I'm still not really a brand snob, but with specific things, I am a brand snob. So, and crochet hooks were not on my bingo card. So no matter how I say this, it's going to sound awful. I am the person that when maintenance finds really cool trash or things that might be just broken but not, we need to throw this out, I'm the person he brings the stuff to. He's like, hey, I saw this and thought of you. I fully knowing that it was thrown away. And so I got a bag of fabric quarters, some yarn, and some crochet hooks. Now, they looked very nondescript crochet hooks. And I pulled them out and I started using them, and they were very similar to some crochet hooks a resident had let me use when I forgot mine one day and her crochet hooks were from 1940s Germany. Um, I didn't ask too many questions, but they were nice crochet hooks. um, and it was nice and smooth, and it made me realize the difference that manufacturing makes in some of these crochet hooks. Now, is it huge? Absolutely not. But it was a lot smoother for what I was working with than what I had been using previously. So I looked up the brand, good high rated brand, kind of pricey hooks. I found a sale, and since I want to start working down in lace level, like I love making my dragons, I will never stop making my dragons. Or Megan Lap's dragons. But I make them, so kind of mine, hybrid. Collaboration. I make them, she designs the patterns. Anyway, so I look up the brand and whatnot, and I find that they make lace level hooks. And I was struggling with a 1.25 millimeter Timu hook. It would frequently just cut through the cotton yarn that I was using. I'm using 10 crochet thread, the little crochet thread. And so I was like, hey, there's a good sale on a whole set of Clover was the brand that these hooks were. Oh, yep. That's a boy. It's the boy. It's the boy. And Pig. And Karen. Okay, go lay down. That's why I had the pupper cam on, as they've been pretty active in the background. So I ordered it was on sale for whatever reason. It was generally $100, I think, maybe almost 75. It was up there in like it was sketchy price, but it was on sale for 50, and so I purchased them. And yesterday they came in, and last night I got more done on the prototype that I was working on than I had in the week and a half I'd been fighting with the Timu lace hook, because lace size hooks are little. So I'm super glad for that, and I'm hoping today after stream to get the 2 rows that I have left on the necklace and starch it out and get it to Nessie Michelle when she gets her dress on Saturday. Yes. Peg, lay down. Pixie. Yes, I see you wagging your tail as you defy me. Okay, I'll give you love. Yes, good girl. I didn't give your brother anything. No, you're fine. Oh, now we have the crying, because why not? Yeah, and I figure while I'm working at the top of the project, I might as well have them on screen below. There's nothing over there for you, Peg. Last night I had chips for my after work snacky foods, and I dropped a couple, and they've been searching my craft room ever since for the potato chips. But yeah, I want to finish my necklace prototype today so I can get it off my plate. And then I have other things that I need to finish up. I've been really diving into my works in progress and trying to get them done, just to get them out of my pile and either to their new owners or to the product bin where I need to take pictures of them and put them in my website, because I've been neglecting a lot of my not actual W2 work, and it makes me sad. So I need to gear up and get stuff done. But sometimes just surviving the day is all we can do. And pretty recently, that's what I've been sitting back on, is I survived the day, and that's what I got. I survived the day, and so did everybody else who interacted with me, which sometimes is more of a feat than you would think. Nah, that's not what I wanted. Eh. Yay! I'm 20. Maybe I should go out 20. Get two rows done at a time. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. Seems like a safe bet. And I didn't just realize, but my brain decided to fixate on it for this moment, is me stitching left-handed is not something that most people, it doesn't register in their brains. They're like, this looks off. No, in fact, folks, there is no mirror image on any of my stuff. I am left-handed. Because I know some people mirror, and I don't, because I need people to like be able to read my shirt. Actually, I think that might be mirrored. I don't know. Yeah, no, maybe. Is my sign language on right? Wait. Let's see if I can do this without running over a dog. And if I can get my camera to come up with me. Or down. Okay, so is my sign language on right for you guys? No. Well, that's the first part, but the bottom part is my favorite part. Okay, so at least it's okay. Good. Well, I like my insults to be clever. Because sometimes my processing speed I'm that person that goes, "Oh, I should have said this." And they are being fucking adorable. It says fuck Trump. She wants something from him. I don't know what it is, but she wants something from him. So I like my insults to be clever. Sometimes you gotta make them think about it. Like, I have a shirt that says Chinga tu maga, and the proper insult is chinga tu madre, but chinga tu maga is much, and it's all in the same colors. So if you look at it fast enough, you think I'm support. Oh, so I don't know if Tea Turtle goes to Australia, but Tea Turtle is one of my favorite places. They're nice. They're fitted cotton t-shirts. I love them. This is not Tea Turtle. This is a cotton t-shirt, but it's not Tea Turtle. Tea Turtle doesn't get horribly political, but they're very clever. And good night. Yeah, no, it's not support. No. But you have to be smart enough to know what it says in order to be angry at it. And if you're smart enough to know what it says, you're not going to be angry at it. And that's at least what I've encountered. Hello? Oh, Pixie ran off somewhere. Hutchie's in tomorrow. Hutchie. I'll see Hutchie tomorrow. Tomorrow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1. I too am awake. 3. Oh. Oh. 1 and 2. Pixie is singing a song of her people in the hallway, so it echoes. And 2. Yeah. I don't have sleep patterns. I have sleep hopes. But my Vyvanse is fully kicked in. I'm not actually sleepy anymore. So within the past half hour it finally fully touched down. So I am good to go. My brain, I was doing something and then my brain clicked. One of the things I'm definitely going to be doing today is playing a fuck ton of Ark because I can, because I'm an adult. Okie doke. Cool. Move my magnifying glass over a little bit. Yeah. I have like one or two steps that I want to, one or two things I want to do with my video space. Because I've broken it down into like one or two baby steps. I'm working on a knee wall right now, and I'm not actually like the wall itself is all done. I've been doing drywall and working on the built-in drawers that I so desire. And I have the drawer. I have the framework for the drawers. I can't say I have the drawers in completeness because I don't, but I have the framework for them, and that I'm gonna work on the frame a little bit more today, as in like put maybe one or two pieces in, maybe take something apart, put other things in, because the drawers that I have, the bottoms are bad, but like the working around them is fine. So I have pegboard that I want to put in for the bottoms of the drawers, so I can put like the upright organizers. Instead of having a wall organizer, I can put some of my yarn in the drawer on the peg, so it doesn't slide around and whatnot, and have that. Yes, that's Cesar. Yeah. I don't know. She's somewhere. I think she's probably on the bed, but he's a good boy. He's guarding me. He's firmly in the area. Know where your enemies are, so they can't sneak up on you. And that's what he does with me. Is he knows where I am, so I can't sneak up on him. Because all I want to do is love him and brush him and pull out his floof. Love him and brush him and pull out his floof. But we're having a good relationship right now, so I won't pull out his floof till after the cameras are off. But no, for him, like right under here, his fur is he needs to be brushed, and a slicker brush does not pull out the floof that he has. So if you hear his screams for help later on, know that they are valid. He's getting love and attention, and he's getting his floof violated. Cesar doesn't trust me. I don't know why. Well, I know why he doesn't trust me. Within 2 days of having him, husband creature, and I had to hold him down, and I had to stick my hand down his throat to pull out a ball that he somehow swallowed. So I know why he doesn't trust me, but I think the power drill would scare him. So I'm gonna stick to the non-scary ways. Neither neither one of these two like to be brushed, and it's like torture trying to get them just to stand still. I don't need them in like any certain position. Like I'll take whatever I can get whenever I can brush them, but they just do not like it. Like Rune would just give up. Like he's like, because Rune was long coated German Shepherd. He was the love of my life. Um, and he would just lay down and he just let out a big old sigh, and he knew what was he knew what was coming because he had long fur. So, but these guys, it's like drive-by brushing. Um, Occasionally I'll harness them up and I'll put them. I don't have a grooming table per se, but I have a setup where it can mimic a grooming table. uh, no, like I can get like their back and their sides and whatnot, but I need to get his chest. That's where it's doing its thing, and his chest and his shoulders. But that's the life of the dog mom, pet parent. Mm-hmm. I don't have to play thread chicken, but I'm gonna. Well, the grumbles is why Pixie's nickname is Pig, is because whenever she starts getting excited or her vocalizations sound like pigs, especially when she gets excited, she starts to squeal. And it's funny. Like I try not to place human societal things on the dogs, but sometimes it's just fun to do. So Cesar is 110 pounds. The creature you see on the floor there is 110 pounds. He has a very soprano bark. He doesn't have the big old scary. He does not. He has a very high pitched, squeaky bark, which is fucking hilarious because it's like looking at some of those young country singers on American Idol, going, "Oh, this is gonna be awful," and then just like baritone, like the bass comes out, and you're like, "Holy fuck!" So with Cesar, it's the exact opposite. We got a big old dog with a soprano bark. Yeah, let me see if I can get a good show of where he needs to be brushed, because I've gotten most of his other stuff, but you see that on his shoulders, you see that white strip? That is all dead fur that I've been aiming for. Like because he's a sable. He's a sable with but that's not his. Oh, my other one, my other camera froze. That's not his saddle line. That is dead fur. Okay, so two, one more. Oop, and then another two. But yeah, like, and his and in his chest you can't really see it, but when you touch his chest part, like right here, his scritchy spot, and compare it to the rest where I've already been able to run a brush and a comb through, you can feel where it's clumpy and it's the dead fur. So I gotta, but it it takes so long because I can corral him for a couple of minutes, but then he starts. I try not to contain them for too much. That's, yay! I red chickened enough to establish the... So, if you know, you know. But it's not common knowledge. And I'm sure as council over there knows, being in Europe and everything. So, European dog breeding and American dog breeding are two completely different systems. I love European dog breeding. That is what these guys' breeder based, because she doesn't do shepherds anymore. She based her breeding off the European model. She got their hips checked. She checked the pedigrees of all the animals that she was breeding her animals to. She made sure that they had all of their certifications. She got all of their ancestors' hips checked. And with shepherds, that's the big thing, is getting the hip dysplasia check, make sure that everything is okay, and whatnot. And I mean, all of my shepherds have been from Czech lines. And I can trace them back to World War II, legitimately. I can go into their database, and I have their pedigrees going all the way back to World War II, which it's a weird flex, but I know who my dogs are. And hip dysplasia is awful. And because shepherds are so popular here in this, and I also don't like the American show lines. That's why, even though like I have the last two of the line that I adore, I will be asking the lady who I got them from where she got hers, so I can continue purchasing the show line, not the show lines, the working lines. Yes, they act like they're on crack and they're borderline Malinois. But I don't like the slope. It doesn't do the dog any justice, and Americans are weird. I love rescues. Kira was a rescue, and I adored her. And just so you know, I've started putting drinky drinks in this. This can hold 20 ounces of liquid. Almost. More like 19. Like, if I put a full bottle of my ice sparkly stuff in here, it leaks out the top for like a sip or two. Oh, yeah. Pugs used to be gorgeous. Like, with their full muzzle, pugs are just adorable. But I like the full snout, and chihuahuas too. I like chihuahuas with their eyes in their head. Thank you. The bug-eyed chihuahuas give me no joy. Chihuahuas, with the eyes in their head, who are from strong lines, are absolutely gorgeous dogs. But you don't see too many of them. And sometimes the surprises are the best things you can get. Kira was a surprise. Husband Creature sent me a picture. I went mine now, and that's how we got Kira. Yeah, exactly. They were very dignified. And unfortunately, with the flat face came the recessive, the short legs and scrunched body. They were like Jack Russells. Jack Russells actually were kind of bigger, and Pitties were smaller. Pitties, traditional Staffordshire Terriers are 50 pounds for the boys, and the girls are like 30 to 40 pounds. The boys are 50 to 60, and those are what pit bulls were. They're pulling dog, they're a family dog, they're not big, they're a fucking terrier. But then you get the Cane Corsos that were bred in, which are also very beautiful dogs. But yeah, I have a deep appreciation for the proper breeding of animals. I know accidents happen, and I love all animals. I love them all. Even the asshole squirrels that chew on my house, I love them. But because I used to be a rabbit breeder, and I used to catch PETA, like I used to legitimately catch flack from PETA or animals rights groups or kids in high school. But I was a responsible animal breeder. I only bred once a year, where most rabbit breeders, as soon as their does go into heat, they're breeding them again. I bred my does once a year. We had maybe 30 to 50 babies, depending on the breed, the litter size. We sold what we could for pets and show, and the remainder, we waited till the end of November so they had a nice full coat, and these animals had free range of the yard. They had good food, good love. They were all well taken care of. But at the end of November, we would, after Thanksgiving, we would round them who was left up, and we would utilize their meat and their fur. My neighbor has a pitty that, I think he's a pitty lab mix, honestly, but he's all white. He's a good boy. His name is Sky. And then he has a little long-haired dachshund that likes to bark at me. But, and it's just become a running joke that my day is not complete until Lesh has barked at me. But like I do my research, and again, it falls into, there were signs that I had the tism before the realization. So there were signs, like if I want something, I do my research. When I had my ferrets, and I'd love to start rescuing ferrets again, but I need to get my ducks in a row so I can have my ferrets at a rave with the squirrels. But I did my research, and I really enjoy ferrets. I think that's why in Ark I have so many otters, because otters are water ferrets. Badgers are ferrets too. They're all in the same family. Yeah. And Lesh managed to start convincing Pixie that she needed to bark at everything outside, and that doesn't help us at 3 a.m, because all the guys next door are overnight workers. They work overnights at the hospitals, and so they're up at that hour. I got nothing against that. I'd be up at that hour too if I didn't have to be a normal daytime person, afternoon person. I don't know. But oh my goodness, we're almost 40 blocks out. 40. Prime example. Pixie! No! Enough! I'm getting back talk. That's what you're not hearing. She's grumbling back at me. I should get one of my old cameras and get like a USB link, that camera that goes out to the hallway, so you can see what she's running when she's running after stuff. Pretty much. then he lays back down with a huge sigh, going, "Bitch." I mean, when he actually gets, like, when he goes into alert mode, he's kind of scary. Like, he's very serious when he goes into alert mode. How we haven't quite figured out how to, like, tell him to go into alert mode. Most of the time here at the house, he's in derp mode, so we're just like, he's a derp. We love him. You are fine, ma'am. I know, it's awful to be the pixie, full of rage and hate in that cute, fluffy body, in that sweet, sweet face. I love the pupper cam because it shows what you guys can't see that I deal with while I'm trying to cross stitch and chat with you guys. It shows beyond the little camera here. So I had a new T-shirt come in today. It says "Adulting is a scam," and one of the things I got to do today is I got to go through my clothes, like socks, shirts, stuff like that. I'm gonna make a rag pile, stuff that I can use for like cleaning, cut it up into cleaning rags and stuff like that. Stuff that I'm gonna donate. I have a few things that I'm going to try to repair. But I am gonna try to, and the things that I just don't wear, like, I have them, they fit, I just don't wear them. And I am in my life going to try to just do a little bit more dressing up. Like on my stream, you guys are catching me in my pajamas. I could very easily change into clothes, and make it interesting, which part of me wants to. But I haven't gotten to the full actualization of doing that. Adulting is a scam. It really is. 0 star. 1 star. Do not recommend. I have that shirt too. It says adulting. 1 star. Would not recommend. Though my purple bunny with no, it's not a bunny, it's a jackalope. My purple jackalope shirt that says "Be Weird." I've totally won over many a resident with that shirt. Even the cranky ones.
Sit.
Ah. So sometimes I doom scroll. Okay, a lot of the times I do doom scroll. You guys caught me. Um, and last night I was doing YouTube doom scroll, and one of these ads is like, if your dog follows you from room to room, they're anxious, and licking isn't a sign of affection. It's anxiety, and they were singing some kind of weird song, and I'm like, not if you have a German Shepherd, cause as soon as I move my chair, they're up my butt. Admittedly, we could be a little bit more active, and as it warms up, we will be more active. But until until it decides to stop snowing outside, bye bye. Have fun. Mm-hmm. Skip one and mm-hmm. Doo-doo-doo. Now I've been making a lot of progress on a lot of different projects recently, and I've been feeling super pumped about it. And when the sun is out, like I get more excited. Like I'm definitely a solar powered person. So it's been gray the past few days. Like it's been kind of and okay, I know at least I've gotten more than 100 stitches today, and that's been a reach for the past few sessions is getting over 100 stitches. Oh yeah, it's today is actually supposed to be kind of chilly, but tomorrow like it'll start getting warmer again. It, it's springtime. It's trying. It's trying real hard. I'm gonna move over a smidge. Ooh, get it up. It's funny, I'm torn because the page ends one stitch after a 10 break. And I think I'm gonna stick with the 10 break instead of going over and whatnot. So I'm gonna do the last 3 blocks. Dog for everywhere. Two. I strongly encourage you try to catch a nap. I'm just therapeutically. I'm getting a page established. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. So I should have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So this is almost the end of the page. Like, so. I think after I get these lines done, I'm gonna call it a day. Call it a good start. It'll probably, and to be fair, it'll probably be around noontime. Not bad. It's funny because now it's become a real game of thread chicken because I want to finish the half stitch out, and because it's literally one stitch. Okay, so this one stitch right here that I'm fighting to do is the end of the page. Like that's where I'm calling the end of the page. It's actually one stitch over, but there have been many a page where it's been like 4 over the page line, and I've gone to the end of the 10. So, it's all about balance. And I know no one is judging me, but I over-explain everything. Okay. It's only 20,000 stitches of 336 left. For big colors like this, I generally do a 3-foot span, because when I fold it in half, it works its way down to 1.5 feet. I am gonna have to dig into the box and get a new skein of 336. And I have to remember, just because I got the top half done does not mean the color is done on the page, because it is not. Almost a color finish, but not quite. I don't know how these little knots get formed. Like the next line is a big long line. Like that, I haven't quite figured out like the total pattern overall, but I do know. I do know there is one. Mhm. We had enough chatter to set off all of my timers. All the way to the end. Okay. Woo. Okay. Mhm. Mhm. Two more rows. brain froze. Skip one and all the way down. One more line to do. Whew. It's not even a complete line. Oh, that's funny. It doesn't go across the entire 30 span. I think it only does like 10, 20. It goes across the 20 span. One. for the turnaround and then the closing. I definitely did over 100. I'll do over 200. Nice. Okay, for those remaining, I know lots of people bug out at about 11:30, which is cool. But for those who are remaining, I have gotten the top bar, or the guiding light or the guideline for the next page. Hold on. I see how far out I'm going to be going. And we started off today at 5.30%. We are closing out the day at 5.36%, which is amazing. Got 282 stitches done, which is also amazing. I didn't think I stitched that much, but I hope everybody has a fantastic rest of their day. Drink your water, take your meds, be kind to yourself without harming others. Be kind to others without harming yourself. I will be back on Friday because I don't stream on Wednesdays, and Thursday I have eye pokies and psychiatric appointments. So I will see everybody on Friday at 10. I hope everybody has a fantastic day. Thank you for the gift of your time. I love you all.